There are a lot of naysayers out there, and today I'm going to talk about 4 of the biggest myths I hear about real estate investing so that you don't have to let those things stop you from investing in real estate. Hi, I'm Sully. I'm a 25-year-old real estate investor and currently own 39 rental units out of state in Ohio and in Georgia. So if you're a seasoned investor or just a rookie looking to learn about real estate investing, you have come to the perfect place. Every week I bring all the best tips and tricks to help you reach financial freedom through real estate investing. So don't forget to click the like and subscribe button to get notified every time I have a new video coming out. Now it is time to bust some myths. Myth number 1 is that you need a lot of money to get started. Now, don't get me wrong, having money certainly helps, but you might need less of it than you originally thought to get started. So one strategy that I'd like to talk about is house hacking. This is when you can buy anywhere between 1 to 4 units, live in one part of the property, and then rent out the remaining units. If you use an FHA loan, you can put as little as 3.5% down. So if you live in a fairly low cost of living market, say you buy a $200,000 duplex, yes, they do exist in some areas of the country, you'd only need to bring about $7,000 down as a down payment. Then your tenants would then cover your mortgage payments and you might even make some money on top of it. This is a really great way to dip your toes into real estate investing and help reduce one of your biggest expenses, housing, as well. Another popular strategy to consider when you don't have a lot of money is creative financing. Creative financing methods such as seller financing, lease options, and subject to deals are ways that you can minimize the amount of a down payment that you have to bring for a property. Last video, I talked all about creative financing strategies, so make sure that you check that one out as well to hear about it in more detail. Myth number 2 is you have to be an expert before you invest in real estate. So it's really helpful to have some knowledge of real estate investing, but you don't have to be an expert to get started. I can almost guarantee that no one is an expert at anything when they get started, and that is the same for real estate investing. So when I first got started, I did not know what I was doing at all. I had a job in real estate, but it was in office leasing, so I wasn't really familiar with investing in residential real estate. I read a ton of books from Bigger Pockets. I listened to a lot of podcasts and invested a lot of my time and money into mentorships and masterminds. If you need some suggestions, one of the most influential podcasts I listened to in the beginning was Bigger Pockets Rookies. It was basically a bunch of stories of regular people who were making the leap into real estate investing, and it gave me the confidence that I needed to kind of do the same. They're just ordinary people like me, and if they could do it, why couldn't I do it? So one of the first books I read to help educate myself was Long Distance Real Estate Investing by David Green. So since I lived in the Bay Area, this book gave me a lot of tactical advice for real estate investing since I was going to invest across the country. And as far as mentorships and masterminds, you have to pay to play and invest your money in yourself before investing in a property. So I'm not saying you have to go out there and spend thousands of dollars on masterminds and mentors, but it might be worth a few $100s to take a course, attend some local meetups, or really go to some real estate conferences. This way you can start to learn more about the strategies that you are interested in and immerse yourself in the real estate community to better understand what you are looking for. And if you're looking for a step-by-step roadmap to buy your first rental property, I made Rentals for Rookies. It's basically the course I wish I had when I got started investing, and I'll link it down in the description below. So while education is key before you get started investing in real estate, be careful not to get stuck in analysis paralysis or over-educating yourself. I promise you won't ever feel 100% ready to jump in, but at some point you have to take the leap of faith and know that you can figure it out along the way. Myth number 3 is you have to invest in your local area. This is one of my favorites because I am a living, breathing example that it's not true. I grew up and currently live in one of the most expensive parts of the country, the Bay Area, California. So when I started investing, my local market did not fit my goals of cash flow, and I didn't have the finances to get started locally. So in 2020, I bought my first property over 2,000 miles away in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I've continued to scale my portfolio with partners out of state, and all my properties are at least 2,000 miles away or further from me. I've also helped over 400 students in my Rentals for Rookies course invest in real estate, and almost none of them invest where they live. So this is the magic of real estate investing in technology. You can utilize emails, Zoom, FaceTime, text messages to manage your portfolio and never have to step foot in the properties or the state if you don't want to. So if you're wondering how I managed to build my portfolio out of state without ever being there, check out this video where I teach you the best ways to build a rockstar team around you who can be your boots on the ground anywhere in the country. Myth number 4, our final myth, is you can get rich quick off of real estate investing. Unfortunately, it's just not true. Real estate investing is a marathon and not a sprint. So while it's true that you can make a lot of money investing in real estate, building wealth and getting rich takes time, effort, and patience to build a successful real estate portfolio. It is a long-term game, so make sure that you set some realistic expectations. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but it probably won't be overnight. Slow and steady wins the race, especially when it comes to investing in real estate. You do have a lot of options to make quicker money by wholesaling or flipping properties, but understand that these are very active jobs in real estate, and you might end up building yourself another job instead of building that passive income that you desire. So try to remember to take the long view. If you buy a property with a 30-year mortgage, in 30 years your tenant would have paid it off for you. Along the way, the value of your property has appreciated, the rents have increased, and you've gotten tax benefits along the way. In 30 years, you'll be really glad that you started. And I love the saying that the best time to buy real estate was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. The second best time to buy real estate is today. The longer you have to let your wealth accumulate through real estate, the better. So I hope this video has helped you bust some real estate investing myths that have held you back from getting started. Starting off your real estate investing journey can feel quite intimidating and scary if you've never done it, but with the right education, mentors, and mindset, I promise you can do anything. So thank you so much for watching this video this week. Let me know down in the comments which myth resonated with you the most. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and follow along for when I post my next video. See you next week.